Hi there, this is Dr. Embody with Project 8. So Project 8 is an exercise with dictionaries, and in fact we'll have dictionaries inside dictionaries, which we saw in some of the labs, like Lab 9 if I remember correctly, maybe Lab 8. So, you're going to get a chance to use that now. The data here is pretty large. We're dealing with Olympic athletes. And what we're going to do is we're going to read files into dictionaries and then combine the information into those dictionaries that's in those dictionaries and display it. In many respects, conceptually, this is easier than Project 7, but its length will probably make up for that. So what I want to do is take a look at the building of the dictionaries part, which I think will be the hardest part, the challenging part for you people, for all of you. And then I think once you've got the dictionaries built, then some of the other pieces fall into place a lot faster. So that's what I'm going to take a look at here. Now, if we take a look at the project itself, well, we got things like we open a file. Okay, we've done that many times before. So I'm not even going to worry about that. Now, the first one we come across is we take that file, the file pointer that we get out of that, and we're going to build a dictionary. And what is this dictionary? Well, the dictionary is going to have a tuple. And the tuple has gender, age, height, weight, and country code, and we tell you exactly how to find that stuff in the file. Because this is a nasty file, we use the CSV reader, but you've done that before, so that there's nothing new there. And we're going to create a dictionary that has the athlete's name as its key and the list of tuples as its values. So there's the tuple down below, and so we have the name as the key and a list of tuples as the value. So let's take a look at that. We are in the get athlete stats function, and of course we have all the regular stuff for a function in there. And we're going to read some things, and we're going to create a tuple, and you can do that. I won't worry about that. How do we handle the dictionary? Well, I'm going to give the dictionary a bad name, which will be just D, but it will, you'll do something better than that. And what we do is, so the name is the key, so we're going to check and see if the name is in the dictionary. So that's just in D. That checks to see whether it's in there. And if it already is in there, this is a list of tuples, so we will now take the name and append the tuple that we've created. What if it's not in there? Well, then we have to put it there. And what you want to do is create a list with our tuple in it. Now, there's other stuff in there, but that's kind of the dictionary part of it. And then in the end, we return that dictionary. And there's another function right below it called get country stats. And that's very similar. It's just that the difference there is that the dictionary is created slightly differently, but there are a lot of things that are the same. So for example, we have a tuple, and we tell you how to get the information for the tuple. And this time you're going to have the country code as the key, and then we're going to have a list of tuples as the value. So the structure is exactly the same. Therefore, the function ends up looking almost exactly the same. The next one that we have is to display the best athletes per sport. So let's take a look at that one. best athletes blah, blah, blah. All right. And what are we doing here? So we're going to actually build a dictionary out of the information that we have. And let's take a look at this. This dictionary, all right, so we're gonna create a dictionary here, and we're gonna have the sports. They come in as a set. So the sports will be the key. And notice, sports is the key, and the dictionary is the value. So we're going to then have a dictionary within a dictionary. We saw that in the lab. And that inner dictionary, we're going to have the athlete's name as the key, and then the number of medals, which will be an int, is the value. So the overall structure is that at the highest level, we're going to have sport as a key, and then the value is going to be a dictionary. You see that we have a dictionary there, and we're going to have within that dictionary, a key will be an athlete, and then just an integer, the number of medals in that sport being that sport. Okay, so that means I've got a dictionary within a dictionary. So it's going to have a structure. It's going to have a structure just like this, except that instead of name, I'm going to have sport in there as the key. And so we need to have the situation where the sport already exists there, or a situation where the sport doesn't exist there. So this basic structure will be in place. The difference is that now right here we have another dictionary. So now we will have if name is in the D of the sport. So, and then we'll have an else. So that fits in here. So this structure of creating a dictionary gets repeated inside of there. So let's see how that looks. So if my sport is in D, and then inside of that, now I say, okay, I have a dictionary inside a dictionary, so I repeat that. If the name is in D of sport, that particular entry in the dictionary, then I say something like index by sport, and then index by name, and then we need to have something over here, right? You know, what will its value be? You get to figure that out. Else, and again, so now the name is not in there. What in fact will I do? And again, I will leave you to fill out that piece of information in there. And then now we need to match up suppose the sport is not in D. Well, I now have to create an entry for that sport. And what will be there is a dictionary, or I could do this. And now I can say once that exists, I can now put a new entry with my name, and again, I'm going to let you figure out what goes in here. But notice notice what happened here is that I have this structure. If the sport is in dictionary, otherwise do that. So that's my standard arrangement for adding to a dictionary. But because I have a dictionary within a dictionary, we now repeat that again on the inside. And so you're going to create that dictionary, and then from that dictionary you're then going to go and work with the there we go. Within that, now once you create that dictionary, you can then use that to create this table where you're, now you have that information, and you can now think about displaying it. And we give you a lot of stuff here about displaying. And then the top countries is sort of more of the same, except you don't have to build another dictionary here, so it's a little bit easier. Then we prepare the plot, and then we plot it. So the way this project goes is that you build a single dictionary for one function, you build a single dictionary for another function, and then you build this dictionary within a dictionary, and then you gather your data out of that to display it. So those are, that's sort of the dictionary part of it, the part that is new here. There's a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of other details there. What we've tried to do is help you out here with some of the other details, like, oh, okay, so what happens if we find an NA in there? Oh, well, we'll ignore that. Remember, these things need to be converted to integers, right? And things like that. So there's a lot of like little details in there that we try to help you out with. So it's long because we're trying to help you out. So with that, hopefully that will give you enough to get started. Good luck.